Did the dash in the Rover like it's Fast and Furious. She see my number in his phone, now you acting curious.
What's up? This is Vin Diesel.
And what's going on? This is Ludacris.
We're about to break down some lyrics on Between the Lines. Before we get into the video, be sure to check out our new movie, F9, on June 25th. Hearing our film referenced in music is the culture. It's not just the magazines or the outlets that cover cinema. This is going deeper into the heart of the places that we come from.
And it's a humbling experience. It lets you know that we're a permanent fixture in society, in culture, in just everything. Like it's a part of life at this point.
Dior remix, Gunna. Speeding, whipping like Toretto, push these products to the pedal. I'm feeling it. I think it's good writing. I think you say a lot with referencing Toretto, how you're speeding, how you're whipping, and what kind of rides you're riding, and how you're precision driving, and how there's a lot on it. I think what you find with all the characters in the Fast franchise is that they've been consistent. You've been living with them for 2 decades. You've watched them evolve. You've seen them go through the good times and the hard times. I think that our characters represent a code, a multicultural family, and a loyalty to one another that I think we all want to pull from.
In My Life by Ludacris. I used to care so much what people thought about me. Now I really could give a fuck. Now when I own over 15 million in real estate and bought all of the Fast and Furious trucks. Didn't necessarily buy all of them. When we shot in the UK, the steering wheel was on the other side, and I thought it might be too much of a burden for me to bring those particular ones back. But all the other ones, yes, I actually do own a car from them, and that's my collection. So I love that, I put my real life into these bars, man, and that's what art is supposed to be about. It's supposed to imitate life, and I was glad that I was able to put that on one of my songs, on one of my albums, and it's truth. A lot of rappers brag. It's just pure and raw honesty when it comes to Ludacris.
See You Again by Wiz Khalifa. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you're gonna be with me for the last ride. When they wrote it, Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth, they told me later that they were thinking, what would Dom say to Brian if he never saw Brian again? What the song has become is a hymn, an anthem, a way for us to, in that kind of modern day version of brotherhood, articulate our feeling of loss in a way that attempts to be optimistic. The concept of saying, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, is saying, I'm gonna see you when I get upstairs. So it's a very deep and profound song. I know so many people that can't hear that song without being emotional. And I've heard so many people come up to me and say that both that song and the Fast 7 that the song lives in has helped them get through the tragedy of loss.
Act Up by the City Girls. Did the dash in the Rover like it's Fast and Furious. She see my number in his phone, now you acting curious. I've heard so many Fast and Furious references that it just lets you know it's etched in people's brains and it's etched in people's lives. The same way great music is eternal and it always brings you back to certain memories and emotions that you have, the same way this franchise has done for so many different people and continues to do. And that is just a testament to how proud we are, how humble we are, that people continue to show us love.
What's been so special about the music component of Fast and Furious is the cultural inclusion. When I hear Bad Bunny say the name, I go, wow, that's cool. That's something that says, okay, people are reacting to what we are doing because we're moving in our films with integrity, yes, it is a sense of validation when people mention or reference our cinematic universe or our characters. It means everything.
Only advice I would give, and I mean this in the most respectful way, that just because you continue to reference the movie and people in it doesn't necessarily secure you a spot to act in the films. I've had so many people come up to me saying, man, what do I need to do to get in the movie, man? And it's just like they try to drop these little hints here and there. And I'm like, man, if it's not up to me to do that. I think this is the #1 most sought after, can I get a cameo in franchise in the entire world.
We feel appreciated, and because of that, we want to do more and deliver more for the fans that have been the best fans in cinematic history. Plain and simple, and we acknowledge that, and we just want to work harder to make you all proud.